Before we begin tonight, I'd like to let the audience in on a little behind-the-scenes secret. Usually, I come up with the best of topics myself and then write a, hopefully, funny segment. However, this week, I was handed the topic because I showed up late to our weekly meeting, and because I'm a team player and I think a journalist, I took the assignment and did my research. I'm James Radji, and without further ado, the best of places on campus to people watch. Yeah. Here's a non-scientific poll, the top 5. Number 5, right behind the Rob Shaw windows. When the sun is bouncing off the windows at just the right angle, and you stand back from them a little bit, you're nearly invisible. It's nice and temperature controlled in there, so I suggest bringing a little bagged lunch action along with you and making an afternoon out of it, if you have that kind of time, like I do. I should get out more. Number 4. Plant yourself in one of the corners at Mac and watch as the world goes by. Now you may be saying, James, if I'm exposed like that, I can't really watch in secrecy. I've gone through the trouble for you folks and tested this one out. For some reason, people don't notice you as they walk by. So if you've got your eye on that special someone, wait for them to go through the central waypoint that we know as Mac, and you're guaranteed to accidentally bump into them. Number 3. The benches tucked in the trees in between Devlin and O'Neill Plaza. You see, stalking, people watching, semantics, is all about having the right angle. And you have the distinct advantage there of being able to see your target, target, without them seeing you. And when you're in those trees, you feel like a commando entrenched in Bosnia waiting to take out your mark or something. Always fun. Number 2, inside hillside. Inside hillside. I like rhymes. And the Spanish word for picky, tiquismiquis. Man, I can't stay focused tonight. Anyway, inside hillside lands at number 2 because you can have a great coffee and watch people as they walk on by. And nothing is more snobby, and sometimes snobby's fun, than sitting back with a latte or cappuccino or whatever and watching people walk by. And this people watching zone also gets better and better as the weather outside gets worse and worse. And with autumn here and winter right around the corner, this could have been our number 1. And before we get to that number 1 tonight, here's a little strategy for you. It's not easy to walk up to someone that you've been stalking and say, hey, I've been stalking you, so I think we should start talking now. But on the other hand, you can't let all your surveillance work go for naught. So when you're ready to make your final approach, walk by them swiftly and gently bump into them as you go by. This forces you to look at each other as you say, I'm sorry, and suddenly the lines of communication are open. Use that tip wisely, folks. And the number 1 place on campus to people watch is across from them at a table or next to them as you're walking. I was determined to give this top 5 some class, so the number 1 tonight is not as sketchy, and admittedly not as fun, as the others. Don't be a creeper. I'm James Radji. That is the best of for this week. See you next time, folks. I'm not a stalker.